Was it sabotage? Was it the authorities? Was it serious? Well, I wish I could say that it was something dramatic, but no, it was actually something that I'm very embarrassed by, and I can't even show my face now because I'm completely embarrassed to call myself a host, and yet here I am, very, very poorly making a show, and it's getting even worse. I mean, if I wasn't sad enough, now I can't even hide my sadness, so I'm just going to cover my face for a minute, just to, in shame. I warned about this in previous episodes. I actually just moved my feet. I touched wires under the table, and then the result was that the cord, power cord, which is magnetic, for as you familiar with apples, they have those magnetic ones. They just shifted ever so slightly, and because there's no battery left on this computer, it shut off. So this is what I'm dealing with. This is the sadness. And how am I supposed to get anywhere with unfunny shows and all these vipers trying to get me? I don't think it's hard to succeed. And how am I even going to get a good computer with a with a battery, and these things not to happen? I was in the middle of just telling you all this stuff about how, and I'm so careful that I have to be so careful and delicate because I just one little movement, this thing could disconnect all over again. I don't want that to happen because this is important. This is very sad. And so I've got the rival gangs, I got the wildlife organizations, I got the activists after me. Everyone's coming after me. It's no longer, it's not goodwill hunting anymore. It's basically bad will hunting. That's what I've practiced, and I feel shame. It's really shame pain. I thought I was pouring some shame pain for the 18th episode of the show, trying to just give us a little bit of something to celebrate, but even that couldn't could just was totally obliterated by the disconnect, and I can't even tell you. I got a call from Robin Williams and Ben Affleck. I got calls from both of them, which is really surprising if you know anything about Robin Williams, and he was even upset with me um, about how he thought how callous my Goodwill Hunting expedition was. So there's just really there's nothing really to cheer about here. I mean, yeah. So, and another thing to make matters worse, if everything isn't as bad as it already is, the apple that I ate on the show on the previous episode wasn't even my apple. It was actually Adam's apple, and Adam's out to get me. He's put a bounty out for me, and you know, you don't mess with Adam. He's an OG. So I don't think it's just not going well right now, and I have a lot to be sad about this, and I don't know. Everything's going. I got some hate mail actually for it wasn't fan, it was fan mail or hate mail. It's fan hate mail. It's the bad. It's I guess they're not a fan. You can't call them a fan. They're enemy mail, and they said I had this hate mail where it said I used to have one of those critters for a pet when I was a child. I think they're referring to one of these critters right here. I had picked up one of these critters kind of near the end of my hunt. I was looking, because I had gotten a lot of good bounty at that point, but I had not really looked underneath some stuff. I had to kind of dip down low and sort of look underneath sort of the racks and under sort of all the malaise, and I found these critters, a couple of critters like this, um, which I really, really like and are really, really good to have around. And apparently, the hate mail says that they used to have one of these critters as a child, and it really upset them, and that ruined their childhood. So the hate mail's coming in, and it's all, I guess, deserved. I mean, I just thought that I just wanted to just make you happy and make you laugh, sharing my sort of great bounty. But it's turned into a really ugly situation. Um, and if this isn't bad enough, I know you're all probably crying at home because Well, you're not laughing. You're not. Your Giddy is low. Your Giddy is down. For sure. All of our Giddies are down. And we want our Giddies up, but it's really hard to pull ourselves out of this situation. And to make matters worse, I think that my price gun is actually broken. I want to demonstrate for you. It's just one thing after another, right? It's just one loss after another. It's one battle lost after another. Um, this is actually so. I was showed you my pricing gun, my price gun, which I go Goodwill Hunting with. So my price gun, right? My price gun right here. I think it's broken. Let me show you. So I'm going to take a shot at. I'm going to shoot this item right here. Okay, this is a very familiar item, Arizona tea. Okay, and I use this as an example to show you how it's broken because everybody knows. Let me put this. I'll just put this right. Oh, this is dangerous. I can't even put this here. I'll put this right here. Okay, so you can see. Okay, Arizona barely works. Okay, here. Okay, let's balance it upside down. It doesn't really matter, does it? Um, it's all a mess now. Now I'm going to demonstrate. Let me back up a little bit because I don't want to get any price sort of residue on myself. But I took it and I'm going to demonstrate. So I shoot the item with my price gun like this. I go, wait, where's the trigger? Okay, it's right here. And I go, um, ching ching, and what it comes up with is it says $1.25. Now anybody and everybody knows that these Arizona teas are 99 cents, $1 at the most. So if my price gun says this is $1.25, then I think it's not even calibrated correctly. It's broken. So there's a lot of issues here, a lot of issues, and I just want you can understand why I'm so sad. Obviously, this has really been a tragedy. So I've had the sponsor. I've been sponsors have been dropping. I don't even have a. I couldn't get any sponsors. It's just the blowback has been terrible. The kickback of the the blowback, the kickback. I can barely laugh. See, I'm even making funnies to myself, and I can I just like it's just like I can utter maybe one chuckle. It's a half a laugh. Half a laugh. It's not even a full laugh. I won't even round up to a full laugh. So sponsors have dropped. I was desperate to just get one sponsor because I want to get a new computer that has a battery, at least something to upgrade the show for the masses. And all I could get was this pathetic sponsor right here, which is a rubber band ball. It's a pretty lame rubber band ball. It's not even complete. But look at this. This is the sponsor for today's show, rubber band ball. Missing a lot of rubber. This is like 6 packs shy of a rubber band ball, and that's all we got. But I'll at least pitch it for now because this is the sponsor. This is all we got. But if you're ever finding yourself like in a your hands are restless and you just need something to do, and you um, have nothing to play with, all your bouncy balls are in storage, or been stolen from the neighborhood kids or whatever, and you just want a ball to play with and you don't have any. Well, here's a rubber band ball, and rubber band balls are great because not only are they fun if you love to play with balls, bounce them and stuff. This one's actually crooked, so I don't even know if you bounce it. Bounces crooked and goes off, tries to get off stream because it's actually probably embarrassed to even be on this show. But it's a practical sense too, because once you're done, you can take the rubber bands off and play with them. You can make all kinds of things with rubber bands, or just use them as intended to bind things together with your rubber bands. So that's the rubber band ball sponsor. That's about as much enthusiasm as I can muster for our sponsor, because obviously my energy is low and I'm very sad about everything. And even though things are funny on paper, I write this stuff down funny on paper, and I wish the paper could just go to you, and you could see. But when it translates into live broadcast, it's not fun. It's not funny at all. It's just not funny. So what I want to do is I'm going to look around. Let's do two things, just sort of to try to give a little uplift. Try to turn this around and bring ourselves back to the Giddy that that we're used to. So two things I'm going to do here. I'm going to actually I'm going to read from one. I have this book, amazing book of useless information, and I'm going to give you some useless information um, because I don't have the book of useful information. I mean, it's that's how bad it's gotten. As you can see, it should be. If I was a good show, if I was a good host, if I had all the goodwill that I thought I had, I would have the book. I would have a different book. It would be called The Amazing Book of Useful Information. But no, I got the book of useless information. It's pretty sad. So I'm going to give you one of these. This is actually, I'm going to give you one of these useless facts, useless information, so you can do nothing with it. Let's find something. Let's go. You want to choose a page? Let's go to page 18. I think that would be fine. See what page 18's got for us. A family in the town of Neuhausen, Germany, has the distinction of owning the world's biggest nutcracker collection, number being 4,334. I'll read that one more time just in case you want to commit that to memory. So this useless information. A family in the town of Neuhausen, Germany, in case you're wondering, that's spelled Neu. It's German. So you can, if you're good at German, you might, but I'll spell it for you. Neu, Hausen. Germany spelled as it typically is, and nutcracker is spelled typically as it is, and then 4,334 is a number as it typically is. So I don't know if that makes you feel any better. There's one other thing I want to do. Maybe this will sort of bring us back into sort of center, sort of equilibrium, because I don't want the sadness to continue in the show. I want us to be happy and joyful and smile and laugh and be boisterous. So first we're gonna play. I actually got a new meme app. I got a new soundboard app, and I wanted to play a couple of soundboards. Maybe some of these sounds will just trigger a sort of response in our neural pathways, which will create some giddy, sort of elicit giddiness or happiness, as it were. Oh, I can't be playing music. That's gonna be. I got 9 seconds to turn this off. Yeah, I got it. You might know what that is. I have that item. Oh, here it is, right here. Oh, here. Okay, I have that item. This is a Temu ad. Okay. Here, let's try. It's all these things. This is I don't know. It's here. You want to even be more sad. Let's just get even sad. I try to go to soundboard app, and because soundboard is so passe, it's like basically 1990, early 2000s. It's not about soundboards anymore. Now it's like you go search for an app, and it's meme boards. You get sound effects from memes. I just want common sound effects. I want a sound of a horse name like this. Like this will be a good sound effect to have. We'll do it one more time. Or as I had previously, that cheering sound. They go, yay! Chorus of kids cheering, and other sounds, sirens, telephones, maybe ambulance sounds of babies crying, sound effects, common sounds, barking dogs. But instead, I get all these memes. I don't even know what these are. This one says, here, I'll just pick this one. I'm Nightmare Freddy. You're insane. You're in pain. I can tell by what you're saying. Okay, that's just an audio clip. Let's do this one. Blue collar SpongeBob. Well, my collar's blue and my neck. Okay, these just sound like audio. What is this stuff? Dude Man. Hey, Dude Man. I'm a Dude Man. Okay, so that probably a clip looks like a Pixar clip. I don't know. It's not making me feel any better. I'm just feeling more depressed. Um, that's why I have this thing, just to sort of wipe the tears away. Tears of champagne. What's this? Rhymes with grug.
I call it a rug. Rhymes with.
Okay, that's also looks like it's from a movie. Anything here that I can deal with? Rat dance. Everything's just music and. Okay, let's turn that off. What's this? Something about Sonic. Okay, that's not. What does this say?
Are you sure?
Yeah, this is very pathetic. It's very pathetic. You've never even seen these memes. I think I know a couple of memes. I've never seen any of this stuff. What does this do?
Tralalero, tralala.
Okay, forget about that. Yeah, it's not working. Just another failure. Let's just go back. Let's just hope. Oh man, I hope we can hit Ryan Gosling burp. Ryan Gosling, everyone likes him, right? Okay, I don't know what that is. I just see Ryan Gosling roaring like a lion. Alien speaking zip zip zip. IDK. Emo kid. No, let's not do that one. Yummers. What could this be?
Yummers.
I think that's like an audio clip. I don't know what that sound means. Pedro Raccoon. Oh, thank you. At least I have instincts to know. I didn't even take a second to get there. Okay. How about this one? I know what this is from Smiling Friends.
Yep. Guess time.
I don't know what the purpose of this stuff is really. All right, I guess here maybe okay. Now we're gonna go back. Cheeseburger wah.
Here, kitty, you can has cheeseburger. Here, kitty, you can has cheeseburger.
Interesting thing about this app is that you can press one and then you can press another and they play at the same time. So I just pressed 5. That was better. Here, what is this? Drake, Anita Max Win.
This is my alter ego. Anita Max Win. Anita Max Win.
Anita Max Win is Drake's alter ego? Didn't know that. Screaming Cop.
Sorry.
I want to stop. Lego Batman falling in love.
I'm just dying of your own.
Vince McMahon crying. Most of these are visual. Like that was just classical music with Vince McMahon doing this. I didn't see him crying, but I want to see. Oh, how about this?
Skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet.
Oh, stop it. Okay, we're all gonna stick our heads in the toilet. Strawberry Smurf Cat. You know this app actually had 4.8 star review. Makes me wonder. I'm sure none of you reviewed it. So let's get real here. This episode is really just a commiseration for the previous one, and you can see that I'm just really torn up about everything. I really wanted it to be a hit, and it was a miss, and not the good kind of miss. You know, like Miss Universe. That would have been a good miss. If like I went for a hit and I got a Miss Universe, I would say, hey, winning. But no, we're losing here. I just want to say maybe we'll consider this a wash, and we'll find another path forward in the future. But let's find. What is there anything that we can do to really make this to feel uplift, to feel happy? Is there anything that you can recommend out there to really bring this back to on the spectrum of funny? I don't know. But this is definitely not an episode of Giddy Up. This is an episode of Giddy Down or Giddy Descending. But we'll be back. We'll be back in good form as soon as possible. But this just had to be done. I wish you well. I'm going to not even do the common sign off that I normally do because I feel that I'll do it anyway. And no, I can't do it. I've lost all motivation. I can't even end the show. I'm too down and unmotivated. So this is Guru hosting Giddy Up episode 18, Bad Will Hunting, and I'm sorry to Ben Affleck. I'm sorry to especially I'm very sorry to Robin Williams. I do appreciate him reaching out and voicing his concerns, as difficult as may be in his current state. And I also want to just apologize to sort of the agencies. I will not apologize, however, to the fashion police because I don't like the fashion police. I'm not a fan of their mission or their organization, and I do hope that they get completely defunded and go out of service. That's just how I feel. I don't know about you, but I don't want the fashion police knocking on my door telling me kind of fashion faux pas I've been cited for, and neither should you. We should at least have the freedom to fashion ourselves how we like. That's a freedom. It's called the freedom of expression, baby. So that's it. Maybe I'm going to go eat and feel better. Maybe you can do the same. And when we come back, let's all just let's mount that giddy up. Let's giddy up again, but not tonight. Not tonight, my friends. Till next time. That's all I can say.